This government that we have in town these days, they are always lying, trying to do hide and seek with their citizens. News will be reported and the federal government will come out to say that, oh, it's a lie. That is not true. They're always trying to hide stuff, from health issues, when it comes to Wiki that, the video we've seen in circulation and, him and Larry Olayinka have denied that anything is wrong with him. There's the issue of Inec, which is why we're here today. Earlier this week, it was reported that Tinubu has elected another Inec chairman and has sacked Yakubu Mahmud. But Inec came out to say that that is not true. The federal government spokesperson, Sunday Dari, also said it's not true and that, it's just a rumor. But to our surprise, just yesterday, when Labour Party went to the Inec office, they were greeted by an acting chairman of Inec. And there are reports that Yakubu Mahmud is not in the country, but has, gone for an ECOWAS meeting somewhere. So Nigerians are asking, why are we seeing an acting Inec chairman when you said that you have not sacked Yakubu Mahmud? What's going on exactly here? Can you give us an explanation? What is happening? Nigerians want to know. Those are the questions that are on the minds of, a lot of people. A lot of people are asking, what is going on exactly? We want to know. Before we delve right into the details of today's news, if this is your first time here, you have not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe, like this video, also leave your opinions in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the like button, that we were encouraged to put out more reliable and authentic news for you all. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. The chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Inec, Professor Mahmud Yakubu, has confirmed that his tenure as the head of Nigeria's electoral body will come to an end later this year. Yakubu Mahmud made the announcement while addressing his colleagues at the Extraordinary General Assembly of the ECOWAS Network of Electoral Commissions in Gambia. He stated that this would be his final appearance at an Inec meeting as Nigeria's electoral body chairman, signaling the end of his second and final term. Professor Yakubu, who has served as Inec chairman since November 9, 2015, was appointed by former President Muhammadu Buhari for an initial 5-year term, which was later renewed for another 5 years. He oversaw the controversial 2019 and 2023 general elections. In his address at the event, Yakubu expressed his gratitude for the support and collaboration of his ECOWAS counterparts, emphasizing the importance of maintaining electoral integrity and fostering regional unity. He also called for continued cooperation among election management bodies in West Africa to strengthen democracy across the Union. Yakubu's confirmation comes just days after rumors circulated online suggesting his removal from office by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. These rumors were quickly denied by the presidency. The speculation grew stronger after Inec shared a post on social media announcing that Sam Olumekun, referred to as the acting chairman, had hosted a high-level delegation from Labour Party led by Abia State Governor Dr. Alex Otti. This prompted speculation that Yakubu Mahmud had indeed been replaced. However, Rotimi Oyekomi, the chief press secretary to the Inec chairman, clarified that Olumekun was merely standing in for Yakubu, who was attending the Inec meeting in Gambia. During this time in Banjul, Yakubu Mahmud reflected on the achievements and challenges of his tenure with Inec. He praised the contributions of past members of the network, which has worked to strengthen democratic institutions in West Africa. He also expressed concerns about the current state of democracy in the region, noting that 4 countries have recently fallen from democratic rule. Nevertheless, Yakubu remained hopeful that these nations would soon return to democratic governance. Yakubu's address was met with support from fellow EMB heads who recognized Inec's vital role in sustaining democratic practices across the region. The assembly brought together chairpersons and vice chairpersons from countries including Benin Republic, Cape Verde, Cote d'Ivoire, the Gambia, Ghana, Ghana-Bissau, Libya, Nigeria, Senegal, Sierra Leone, and Togo. Let's have your total opinions in the comments section below. What do you think is actually happening in Inec? Do you think that indeed the federal government has elected an acting chairman? Because why not? Why is Olumekun being referred to as an acting chairman if the federal government has not elected a new Inec chairman, but is just, being given the title acting for the moment being? You all know that Yakubu Mahmud will retire by the end of the year. His tenure will expire. And I think that this is a real situation of things. I think that Mahmud Yakubu will retire by the end of the year. And because of that, he's not been sacked. I do not think that he's been sacked, because if he has been sacked, he would not be in Inec in Gambia, attending a meeting. So we have clarified that. I think the situation is that, the federal government, knowing fully well that Mahmud Yakubu will soon retire, they have then elected an Inec chairman. That is someone that will become the Inec chairman. But for the time being, it's just being called an acting Inec chairman, and doing the duties, getting to, know the ropes, getting to know the works, getting to, familiarize himself with, what it entails to be an INEC chairman, while just waiting out the little time that Mahmud Yakubu has. I don't know if you get my explanation, but I think that is exactly what is happening. And if that is exactly what is happening, why don't the federal government just, put out a memo and, address it for once, and stop, parabolating, stop going in circles. Stop going in circles. Because ideally, if Mahmud Yakubu is supposed to retire by the end of the year, we are assuming that at least the federal government will be shopping around, for his replacement, which is not bad. It's not bad. But I think that, the media, being what it is, they usually, preempt things, and they go ahead to investigate and know, the true situation of things, which is what, they did. The federal government could have just, come out to say, okay, this is the situation on ground. We are just testing out Mr. Olumekun, who is not the chairman yet, or we are considering him for the position, and we just want him to familiarize himself with what it entails to be an INEC chairman. A bit simple and short, and Nigerians would just have, accepted that explanation, instead of us getting to find this out from other sources. The federal government could have been the one informing us, but I don't know. It just seemed like it has now become the culture where the federal government are always doing hide and seek until the last moment, where they know that they can no longer cover up anymore. Look at the case of the death of Lagbaja. It was when they knew that they could no longer cover up, they will first of all deny. They will keep denying until when they realize that they can no longer cover up before they can come out. Look at the death of Yaradua as well. The same thing they did. They just kept trying to cover it up, trying to cover up. I don't know why. Instead of coming out plain, to tell your people, to speak to your people and tell them that, this is the situation on ground and this is what is happening. This is our plan. That would have been simple, instead of, getting to find out from other sources. Let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, guys. Before we go, let's take a look at a couple of reactions we got online. Onobuchi says, Yakubu, your God, Nigeria doesn't have judiciary. By now, you're supposed to be in jail with hard labor. Another comment from Henry says, if the precious life of humans doesn't last forever on the earth, why will position last? Let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching, guys. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye for now.